Good evening. Welcome. This is Dr. Rao, and I'm starting my evening room. Uh, I was watching news, and I had this uh, idea about how I deal with the negative stories that go around with war breaking down between Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russian and terrible weather stories, lot of human loss, and also um, inflation. People are suffering because of the economic conditions. So much negativity around, right? So I was evaluating how I do it, actually with the help of the ancient wisdom. I thought that would be a good topic to share with you guys, and really help you to understand how the ancient wisdom can be incorporated into this, right? So that's what I was going to do today. There are so many civilizations that have given us a lot of wisdom, especially nowadays. If you don't really have that kind of use of that, and we'll be going to psychiatrists and other people to take pills, and then also go for the addictions of alcohol and other things to relieve the suffering, which is not a good idea because it doesn't give you the permanent solution, right? Um, so I was going to mention some things that you could think about and see whether you can use them. So one of the philosophies that was there in Europe was the Stoicism. Stoicism, that kind of teaches you deal with what you can change and deal with, and leave the other things that are not in your control. Basically, what is in your control? Global events are not in your control, but you can control your own reactions. That's basically it. But doesn't mean that you don't educate yourself, be aware of what's going on around the world. You do go around, you do make your business to know what's happening and how you can contribute to it, to so that contribute in the sense, contribute positively so that it can have some effect on it, right? That's all. So Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius Meditations is a good book to go and study. I have that book. It's a plenty of lot of nuggets that you can pick it up. But basically, they tell you deal with what you can control, and then the things that you do not control, don't waste your emotional energy on that, but do something about it. Okay. uh, of course, mindfulness, that's like a whatever you are doing, you're paying attention to that. They have been very helpful, help you to stay grounded, right? You can be grounded, and then you can think properly. So that's why it is very important. And then resilience is something that the ancient wisdom teaches so you develop the resilience, because in the face of adversity, how people have developed resilience, learn from that, and then employ that. Don't succumb to the negativity with anxiety and depression, but rather improve your own inner resilience. That's quite possible. Doesn't mean that outward negative things should happen so that we can become stronger. But when the outer things are negative, that is beyond you, and then you can control your own resilience inside and develop that strength, right? After all, spirituality is not just for the peace, it is for the inner strength, right? So I consider that. Of course, compassion. You can develop compassion for the people who are negatively affected, like we are seeing in Israel and Palestine, how many families are getting destroyed. Then we can show some sympathy, compassion, donate whatever we can, or help them out in whichever way we can. That's something very important too. And also, in this day and age of a lot of negative information, develop prudence. Consider whether all the information is correct or coming out is correct or not, is accurate or not, and then use your own judgment to have some prudence about it. This is a good time to have that prudence, right? And then you can also develop some reflection about this. What's happening within me when I saw this negativity, and then understand how you are reacting has got not to do with your anxiety or depression, if you should go that way. So some people cannot sleep. Some people are really worried about them being killed and all those things. So we are not in the warlike situation, but you remember other people who are like that will be responding. Okay, so all those things are important, but also community, not only being aware but also getting involved and also helping people in whatever way we can. That really gives us a chance to help the community. So be part of that. As far as the ancient wisdom is concerned, the entire world is one community. Okay, we're all interconnected. Those kind of things are very important to understand. I am going to put up a video based on this theme, and maybe people can be helped by that. Okay, uh, that's what I want to say for today, and hopefully people have some nuggets that they can pick up from this ancient wisdom, using nuggets of that into our present day affairs, and how to deal with our present is very relevant. So I kind of um, involve myself to be aware of what's going on, to know the story, to know what is involved and all that. But basically, this principle of we are all in one energy, we are all one is not there. That's why people identify different ways by themselves. By somebody is Israel, somebody is Palestine. That kind of division, that kind of identification with separateness makes us clash. Division clashes, right? But once you have that inner interconnectedness and you feel that we are all in one boat, then it is much easier to accept other person and other people, and then we won't be fighting for the things which are outside, which are temporary. So interconnectedness and the temporary nature of all the things is the two principles, I would say, that you should consider and reflect on them. Okay. With that, I will end this talk here, and I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you.